Okay.
Hi, I'm Bob Batcher, the Executive Director of Prime Plus Senior Centers, and this is Prime Time with Bob. And I'm with a longtime friend. Judy and I go way, way back when I was with the city, and you were engaged in a lot of other things. And I think we got started with Mermaids on Parade when you put the mermaid on top of the cab. How you doing, Judy?
I'm very good. Thank you, Bob, for inviting me to join you today.
Every time I see a senior pull up in a cab with that mermaid on it, or now you're changing your logo, we'll talk about that, I see that you're a link to providing access to a senior who needs to get out. And I want to say thank you for providing that service for years and years and years. But it's been a little different the last few months, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a new day. Trying to keep everybody safe. We've started with the masks and the gloves and the disinfectant, and we moved to trying to put clear shower curtains between the drivers and the front seat and the back seat.
That sounds like a good idea.
It was for a moment until you opened the window. And once you opened the window, it was maybe all bets were off. So we've now moved into the plexiglass scenario, putting it between the front seat and the back seat. And quite frankly, all of these products have gotten very pricey. So we're actually having to have them shipped in because you can't find them locally either. If you go, you might find 5, you might find 4, but we needed to buy in bulk. So we did get 85 shipped in, and we have 100 more coming next week. And then we have to get them installed. And
wow.
Who
installs plexiglass in a cab?
Well, we have it. It's sort of like everybody else. It's a sneeze shield where it goes almost all the way down, but not quite, because we want airflow. We want people to have air conditioning, heat. Also, if there's cash or a ticket or a credit card, that they would need to have the machine, access to them. So it leaves a gap. For all of those reasons. So my hat's really off to my guy in the shop, because they've been experimenting with how to make this work and how to put it in and efficiently put it in. And yeah, so it's challenging.
Well, and innovative. I mean, when I hear you talk, when we got the word on March 16th that Prime Plus was closing, for 52 years, we were in a building, we had people coming together, and it would have been really easy to say, okay, see you when this is all over with. But you couldn't do that. So you had to really be kind of think outside the box when there is no box, right?
That's correct. And also like disinfectant, going back to things are hard to get. You couldn't buy a Lysol wipe or a Clorox wipe after a while. I mean, had some, but we got a 55-gallon drum and made our own disinfectant and bought squirt bottles for all the drivers, squirt, 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 to after each passenger to get in there and wipe at least the handles, so that people can still remain safe. So yeah, you have to get innovative, like with the shower curtains and the and the disinfectant. But it's mainly just everybody taking precautions: wash your hands, don't touch your face, wear your mask.
I've touched my face 3 times while listening to you talk, I've discovered.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
You touch your face all the time. What do you mean, don't touch your face?
Oh, thank you.
But your drivers are part of the front line, because they don't know who's getting in the back seat.
That's correct. And so obviously at the forefront of our minds is the drivers as well as the passengers. That's why, God bless this seamstress, she worked for a week and did nothing but sew me masks.
Wow. Yeah, because you couldn't get them.
Yeah, you couldn't get them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and we're passing them out as fast as we could get them every day. I'd go by and pick up 30, go by and pick up 40. She just worked and worked. And
okay, something doesn't connect with me, Judy. From the president all the way down to our moms, they're saying don't leave your house. So who's getting in the cabs? What, I mean, if they're staying in, they're breaking the rules.
Well, sort of. There's still people that got to go to the grocery stores. There's still people that have to go to on dialysis or a doctor's appointment. There's still people that need to go to work. There's still the Navy base, the personnel that have to catch flights because they're shipping out. There's, what astounds me is there's still a lot of people at 2:00 in the morning needing to get somewhere, to a Walmart, or
Right.
to somewhere, that we're still having people call us. That's the most astounding thing for me. That I guess they're early morning going to work. I don't know where they're going, but it's pretty astounding. And as you say, I'm Coastal Ride. We have a lot of different companies from Newport News to Virginia Beach, but we're trying to brand under one name now, Coastal Ride. And so,
But my heart will go out to the mermaids, Bill.
I know. That was a lot of fun. We sponsored that mermaid, and we had it in the parade, and then we had it up on top of the car and then I think they went for sale on auction, and it's probably loving somebody's backyard right now. So
Not riding around the region. Okay, so millions and trillions of dollars have come into the economy thanks to the government. So
Right.
all your problems are solved, right? As a small business?
I wish. I hope that once things open up more, I think people will be very cautious still, which is not a bad thing, especially for seniors or those that have immune systems that are compromised. We're going to do all we can to try to keep everybody safe, but I can understand why they may not want to travel. But we don't anticipate being at the level that we were at. So we're budgeting now the federal dollars have been fabulous. The forgiveness PPP loan has really made such a difference because we were down to 40% at the very beginning. We're slowly building back up. But once that money's gone, we have to budget and be able to pay payroll, pay for parts and tires and the rent. So we have to be able to do all of that on a more limited basis. So that's where we're grappling now, is where will business be and what is our budget going to look like? So, but we are so appreciative of the stimulus money and them acting so quickly. I mean, it's really been very, very helpful.
Judy, we had to make a concerted effort and thought process as to, we can no longer be at Prime Plus what we've been for 52 years. And so what is the essence of our organization, and how are we going to advance it? So you're going to be seeing new ways of delivering service and the essence of Prime Plus. And in a way, that's kind of a good thing for us, because it's repositioning for us in the future. But the essence of a cab company is to get people from point A to point B. But do you see things being different for the future for you?
It's interesting you brought that up. I was on a conference call yesterday, and about how we might start delivering for those folks that don't have a tablet to be able to telecommunicate to their doctor. We would deliver the tablet to the person, let them telecommunicate to the doctor, and then go to the next appointment or keep it for the next time.
So the tablet becomes the patient, or becomes the passenger.
The tablet would be the passenger to the person to be able to have their conversation, so they don't, so that's just a whole new avenue that we've never explored, that we are just on a conference call on that yesterday with on this webinar actually by our Transportation Alliance industry put on, about this is something new that's coming on stream. So we're excited about trying to explore how we can help to continue to keep people safe, but yet move into this new telemarketing doctor's appointment. I think that's what they call it, telemarketing doctor's appointment.
Yeah. Well, and seeing one thing we're looking at is there's also seniors who have not had access to medical because it's so difficult for them to get out.
Right.
And that now through technology, but it's a matter of then getting the senior to plug into the technology. So the opportunity out there, if you start looking at things differently, and as I say every time I'm on the online now, is do what you normally do, but do it different. Think it through. Right. And so, yeah, the idea of you won't need a cab with a mermaid on top. to take a tablet around. So what kind of equipment do you start buying for the future? Yeah, it's
Yeah, but there's also a part of that where the driver would actually help the senior because they're not all tech savvy. And so, but once they learn, and or they can't afford to have it, and so they're at least having their opportunity to see and talk to the doctor. So that, I thought that was a very interesting idea.
But Judy, I guess I'm going to close out then with a confession to you, just since you
Oh, okay.
brought that up. Because I was supposed to start this show. People who've been watching it know that I'm supposed to have a graphic. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, and I really am kind of reluctant to do it. So can we stay in touch? And as you get your drivers to become more tech savvy, maybe I can too. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah. Be happy to. Just
Okay.
don't let me do it.
Thank you for talking with me. It's challenging times, but people who are challenged will beat those times. And we talk about that connectivity. And so your company is really keeping our community together. And thank you for what you're doing.
You're so welcome, Bob, and thank you. Enjoy
Okay,
talking.
remember, stay safe and stay connected. Thanks a lot. See you next time with the graphic, I promise. I will. I'll get it. I promise. I will.